Hey everybody, it's me, Maris, and I hope you're having a magically delicious Sunday. So, whoops, okay, this is the deck for me then. Alright, don't go away! Okay, so, anyway, so I'm doing a weekly energy forecast for the 4th of July week, beginning on that day. So it's actually like a big long, it is technically a long 3-day weekend. Isn't that kind of cool? As I know some towns started doing things on Friday, and the 4th of July is on Monday, so we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so that's 4 days, and then we got the 5th to recover. I know I've got it all planned out in my head. But anyway, we are here doing an energy forecast. I got one card that came flinging out. I know there's going to be more. I'm just kind of waiting for it to... Okay, there's one. Oh, Lord. I don't know why it's got to go across the room, practically. I know Melody one day she said that I just need to tell the cards not to do that. And I'm like, yeah, they're going to do what they want to do. On through there, you know, my cards are going to fling out and do whatever they want to do. I got to, like, stick my foot this way. See if I can reach that. Because literally, it went on the other side of the table. Through there. Okay, that one I like. I don't know, I just kept picking standing straight up, and regardless of what I was doing, it was standing straight up. Okay, this one is too. Okay, let's see. That's what I get for saying, please don't go flinging out. Now they don't fling out, right? Oh. No, it just made fun of me. Okay, and any last message here? Any last, say? And A. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let me bend down here. And let's rock and roll. I've got a handful of cards, so I'm going to say make sure you've got your snack or your drink or whatever your favorite thing is there. And as I say, I got mine. And let's rock and roll. So this is the weekly energy forecast. Energy kind of coming in on the 4th of July or on Monday. And tomorrow, I guess it's my tomorrow, right? So it's starting out with the drum. And the drum card in this energy position right here is what I'm getting is what kind of ideas, what kind of thoughts, what are you creating within your own vibration? What are you creating within your own vibration? So this energy is talking about that whatever you're thinking about, whatever you are thinking about will be the prevalent of what's coming in, the prevalence of what's coming in. So if, remember, chance favors a prepared mind. So if you know that this energy is going to come in and says that I'm going to respond to however way you were thinking. Energy is telling you, the energy, will respond by what you and me, what we have going on in our head. So if in our head we have a lot of negative self-talk, then we're going to be bringing in, or a lot of negative thought process, we are going to be attracting that negative process. But, however, if you are on a positive or a neutral vibration, then that is what you would be attracting in. Okay, so it's talking about dream and journey. What you have going on in your head is going to manifest around you. Now, I'm laughing at this because people would say, how in the world is this a help or a hindrance? Because it's telling us to be open to healing information. We also need to have some discernment with that healing information. And not all healing information is truly healing information. So we can be very discombobulated by what they say, oh, this is the right thing to do. So I'm going to kind of like throw it out there like this. I'm not going to say I'm an anti-vaxxer. I'm going to say vaccines aren't for me. And it had really nothing to do with COVID. I've said the same thing for about the last 25 years. You know, when I worked in healthcare, they wanted you to get the hepatitis B. They wanted you to get the shingles. They wanted me to get, was it hepatitis B? I already had the MMR. There was something else, you know, and then, you know, a couple other immunizations, and I'm like, no, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. And I was like, hepatitis B, isn't that sexually transmitted? I'm not going to do it. All right. So the healing information was, this is why we give you this vaccine. But I didn't feel that they were always honest in what was in the vaccine. So look at all avenues when it comes to healing information. Somebody might tell you this is really good for you. This is why you do it. Or it's really good for you, so do it because it's good for you. Instead of telling you, this is why, and giving you 100 reasons why or how it works in order to be good for you. Okay, so don't be disillusioned by healing information. Just because they say it's good for you and they can't tell you how or why it's good for you doesn't necessarily mean that it's good for you. Okay, does that make any kind of good clarification? So this is the hindrance, is, you know, kind of some, you know, putting that into a little quick summary. People are going to try to BS you with what's good for you, and be open to discernment of that. And that's where this next card comes rolling in. So if this, the medicine garden was, the medicine guardian was the essence of you being placed where you're receiving information, then the help here is releasing the old and rest. And it's coming in and saying, take time to watch it. Exactly, Perry, because I'm getting ready to talk about you too, in a good way. This is when you take that time to rest and look at things. So when I'm talking about my friend Perry here, Perry and I like to talk about different things going on in health, or in, you know, the metaphysical world, and, you know, the spiritual world, or the spiritual realm. And we were talking about 5G sickness. She went to an area early in the week, last week, and just started feeling horrible while she was out of town there. I mean, just really felt horrible. Did some good detox baths, but came home, and she's, you know, been a little bit symptomatic and etc. But so she goes in and she's like, realized at this point in time, there was a lot of 5G networks, and we don't have 5G networks, you know, in our area of the city where we live. And she noticed that she was feeling really, really yucky with that. And so we came in and we were doing a detox this morning. And so we started talking, and she's done a lot of research on this 5G sickness, or signs and symptoms of the 5G illness that's through there. So it's really important to think about grounding and cleansing, etc. with that. But what I really loved, what she had said to me was, okay, I've been doing a lot of research on this 5G, and you know that CERN is going to be flipped on again on July 5th, which technically will be July 4th for us, because I think isn't it in Sweden? And I think they're like 12 hours ahead of us. So we would start to kind of maybe experience that as early as the 4th. So what do you do? Well, one thing that she did tell me today, which I thought was pretty cool, was she said carry a hematite and a labradorite with you starting on the 5th, whether you do it as jewelry, you got some stones in your pockets, whatever. I've got my black tourmaline because that's like constantly cleansing. But get in and think about, how do you keep yourself clean? And I'm not talking soap and water clean. I'm talking about energetically or magnetically, magnetic fields. How do you keep that clean? So keep that clean. Work on grounding. And I'm like, don't eat the nonsense from fast foods. That stuff is bad for you. I mean, and look, I'm a fluffy chick, so you all know that I know. I'm probably intimate first names with many workers at fast food restaurants because I love that stuff. But the more I realize how they've been tainting our food in the processing of it, that I'm sitting back and I'm like, I think they got that bio meat already working in there. And all of those are going to carry a negative electric vibration with that. And so it's really important to work on keeping yourself clean and clear, whether you're grounding all the time, using your stones, doing energy work. How about ionic foot detoxes? Whoa, that was kind of cool, right? The spirit's like flicking stuff around because nothing shut off but the light. So kind of think about those things, because this is what the focus is. The focus is on us becoming more balanced and protecting our energy field. And they're going, oh, that's just crap about CERN. And I'm like, anytime you open up an energy field and whatever kind of, fifth dimensional energy they're using in that 5G. I'm like, 5G, fifth dimensional, 5G, fifth dimensional. We need to have a protection. Most major plagues occurred when they implemented different kinds of frequencies in through there. So, all right, so let's lead us into where are we going with this. And this is about breaking tradition. Now, I'm not talking about, and I'm going to say it like this. I'm not talking about family tradition. So if you've had every Christmas and you guys open up Christmas presents on Christmas Eve, this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about, as a collective energy, breaking tradition. Breaking the way that we have been doing things over a long period of time. Looking at things in a different direction, a different focus, looking for different outcomes to what's been going on in the world. So I really like the energy in this card, because what we're looking at here is that, we're coming in from, we're coming in from a realization and a level of discernment opening up and seeing things. And it's letting us know here when we see this card that we have the ability to change and make things different. Now, usually in times where there's a lot of chaos and junk going on, and we think about these things, we look at it and we're like, okay, I'm going to disengage. I am going to disconnect. I'm going to go home to my safe sanctuary, and I'm just going to be in my little cocoon and do my thing. And the energy here is saying, not going to happen. We are actually going to have the encouragement for us to come together, in a collective, I'm getting the word force, collective force, in a synergistic bond. And I'm going to say this, and we're going to incite growth incite frequency within each other. It's kind of like inspire. So coming together, so instead of disconnecting, we actually are going to have this collection that comes together and we start to inspire or incite, comma, excite each other in order to create things that happen. And I'm laughing because here's shapeshifter. So if we were feeling weak and scared, we begin to gain an understanding and a strength. And those of us, or those that have a quasi strength, that strength is further enhanced, and I'm going to use the word manipulation, but it's the good kind of manipulation, not the negative one. It's the good manipulation. Like my shoulder's dislocated. I went to the ER and they manipulated it back in place. That kind of manipulation. But this allows us to manipulate, mold, form to where we want to be, where we want to grow, how we want our vibration to rise above our transgressions, rise above our weaknesses to where we feel very strong and confident. And I'm going to use the word to be a strong link in that chain. To be a strong link in that chain. All right, and then the ending part of this is that we need to make sure that we're keeping our goals on a higher level. Many of us have allowed people to bring down our bar, to bring down what we will and will not accept, or to bring down that level of what we will accept in our personal realm, our personal space, our sacred space. And now that we have this encouragement, this energetic encouragement to be an awesome person in the middle of a lot of garbage through there, and to keep ourselves very focused and very, very grounded, that we have to raise that bar to encourage others to grow and inspire them to be the best version of themselves possibly. So yeah, there's a lot of garbage coming in, but you don't have to be a part of that garbage. You can rise above, and that's what this reading is talking about, is that there's going to be a lot of energetic junk flowing, kind of hitting up against us, and that we have to keep reason and focus and determination within ourselves to keep that vibration high and going well. So I hope that you love today's reading, because I love doing these readings. And please let me know if you enjoy listening to them. And then if you like my Facebook Lives, make sure that you're following and that you love some of these, so that you get that notification when I do go live. And if you haven't had a chance, please go and watch our Gabby and I did Reiki at the lake this morning over at Crystal Lake. So we had drumming and we had the tuning pipe going, and Gabby has the most phenomenal voice. I love listening to her and doing kind of like a cadence with her when we do Reiki. She just has a beautiful vibe, and it's so very healing and beautiful. So if you haven't watched this morning's Reiki at the lake, please do so. And thank you so much for joining me this afternoon for our weekly energy forecast. Thank you, and I love you guys. Have a happy 4th. Be safe. Make good choices. Be the best, most authentic person that you can be. Practice random acts of kindness, and keep your vibration clean. Body, mind, and spirit. Peace, love, and harmony. I can't wait to see you guys.